Spring finally had arrived at the Elbe. The geese told each other about this wonder. Then the new-built MSC Olivia came up the Elbe. This vessel is 366 meters long and 51 meters wide. She came from Rotterdam Maasvlakte and drove to Hamburg. The Hafnia Mekala is an 8-year-old tanker. She came from Lake Charles in the US. Her length is 183 meters, her beam 32 meters. The tanker Songa Atlantic came from Hamburg. Her size is 148 to 22 meters. She is 15 years old. She was underway to Amsterdam. From reserve in the US came the bulk carrier Aeolian Fortune. She was built in 2011, has a length of 229 meters and a beam of 32 meters. This is the freighter Rix Onyx that came from Rouen in France. She was built in 2010, is 90 meters long and 15 meters wide. The bulk carrier BH Progress came empty down the Elbe from Hamburg. She measures 229 to 32 meters and was built in 2024. She was on her way to Barcarena in Brazil. The weather drove the people out. And then the feeder ship Nordic Porto came by. This vessel is 158 meters long and has a beam of 24 meters. She came from Kiel. And not only me, but also my adopted home village Freiburg on the Elbe, with its well-visible Sankt Wulfadi church, enjoyed the nice day. The Oakland Express from Hapag-Lloyd came from Rotterdam Maasvlakte. She is 369 meters long, 51 meters wide, and 11 years old. She drove to Hamburg. The 2-year-old feeder Songa Panther came from Gdynia in Poland. She is 172 meters long and has a beam of 29 meters. The tanker Oraholm came from Bremen with destination Hamburg. She was built in 2006, is 106 meters long and 16 meters wide. Neuwerk is a multi-purpose ship of the German Coast Guard that is stationed in Cuxhaven. Built in 1998, she is 79 meters long and 18 meters wide. Minerva Ares is a 244 meters long and 42 meters wide crude oil tanker. She was built in 2008, was underway to Hamburg, and came from Wilhelmshaven. The container ship Maersk Genua had started her tour in Thames in England. She has a length of 337 meters, a beam of 48 meters, and is 9 years old. The tanker Purple Ray came from Butzfleeth and was sailing to Rotterdam. She is 145 meters long and 24 meters wide. She was built in 2020. The box mover Ever Living drove from Hamburg to Rotterdam. She is 335 meters long, 46 meters wide, and 12 years old. This is the HMM Oakland, a 293 meters long and 40 meters wide container ship. She was sailing to Antwerp and is 16 years old. Really, everyone on the dike enjoyed the spring. The 5-year-old Cape Altius was underway to Thames in Great Britain. She measures 186 to 35 meters. Anina was on feeder tour from Bremerhaven to Hamburg. She has a length of 149 meters, a beam of 23 meters, and was built in 2006. The Maersk Idaho is 25 years old. She is 292 meters long and 32 meters wide. In Rotterdam Maasvlakte, she had started her tour. As on every evening, the catamaran Halunda Jet came by on its way from Heligoland to Hamburg with a speed of 36 knots. Halu measures 57 to 14 meters and is 7 years old. The former Hamburg Süd ship, San Rafael Maersk, has a size of 333 to 48 meters. She was built in 2014 and came from Bremerhaven. The weather was windy, but friendly. Then Faith came by, a 2006 built feeder. She is 155 meters long and 22 meters wide. Her tour went from Brunsbüttel to Hamburg. The vehicle carrier Malacca Highway was on her way to Emden in Germany. Built in 2001, she is 139 meters long and 23 meters wide. Weg de Hoe came from Rotterdam-Walhaven. She has a length of 149 meters and a beam of 23 meters. The vessel is 20 years old. The freighter Madigan was on tour from Hamburg to Klaipėda in Lithuania. She is 89 meters long, 13 meters wide, and 24 years old. The 2008 built 1 Henry Hudson is 336 meters long and 46 meters wide. She came from Husum. At afternoon then, the wind was gusty and the feeling very fresh. Then at first, the crude oil tanker Hafnia Larissa came by. She was built in 2019, is 250 meters long and 44 meters wide. She came from Dunkirk East. The container ship APL Savannah came from Thames in England. She is 12 years old, 45 meters wide, and 329 meters long. Her destination was Hamburg. The 2012-built Maersk Chambal came from Bremerhaven. She has a length of 249 meters and a beam of 37 meters. This is the Chipoll-Rust. Sorry. Of course I mean Chipoll-Brock Atlantic. This freighter is 190 meters long, 28 meters wide, and 10 years old. The ship was underway to Antwerp. The bulk carrier Andalusia measures 180 to 30 meters and was built in 2013. She had come from Punta Langostera in Spain.